for a few minutes. Good morning, Michelle. How are you, love? I'm going to be brief today. Good morning, everybody. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. That's what Mr. Rogers was prophesying. That's what he was saying. Good morning, good morning. Who was that? Good morning, Diana. I don't know who that was with the heart. I see some people and some people I don't see you on here. So if I don't call your name, it's because I don't see you. Good morning, Diana. Praise be the name of the Lord. It's a beautiful day. I know it's raining and it's mushy and all that good stuff, but always remember that beauty is not formed from the outside but from the inside. And that's kind of what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about who you are and how powerful that is in the earth when it comes to love, when it comes to how you process life. And I was talking to someone last night, late, but okay. And you know, a lot of times people do get on our nerves. They do. Or if we're in a place where we're agitated or aggravated about something, about the response of people. Good morning, Saul. Good morning, Katura. I'm sorry. How we process life, we tend to be ready to cut people off. And if someone is not meeting our expectations, or if we're, it's not turning out the way that we thought or wanted it to be, we're ready to cut them off. And okay, I'm not gonna let you treat me like this. I'm not gonna let you do me like this. So I wanted to encourage you today that you are that light. You are the light. When heaven sees you, when God sees you, God sees light. So if in you is a whole lot of stuff and we're responding out of our feelings, out of our emotions, out of our not getting what we want, out of our not having our needs met, if we are responding that way, then our light becomes very, very low. And now you, the person who's supposed to be the light, cannot shine. This is what God needs in the earth. God needs people who are going to love beyond what they get, beyond how they feel, beyond all the accolades and the attaboys and the approvals and the acceptance and all these things. When you are able to love, because that's what Jesus did. Even though the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the high priest and all the ones that he came for did not receive him, did not accept him, did not have any kind words for him. They was always trying to trip him up. They called him Beelzebub. They called him the devil. They called him Lucifer. They called him Satan. They called him a liar. They called him all these different things. They didn't support his ministry. And the ones that did come to sit around and hear his ministry, they took his information to use it against him. But yet he loved that he died for each and every one of them. So the question is, are you willing to die for the ones that don't meet your expectation? Are you willing to die for the one that don't love you the way that you think or want to be loved? Are you willing to die at that level so you can be the light in that person's life, on your job, in your home, in your family, in your church? And the biggest thing is, we already know it, our biggest complaint is, well, they're supposed to be a pastor. They're supposed to be an apostle. They're supposed to be the first lady. They supposed to be a preacher. They supposed. Now let me get out this car, because this me all day. If you don't get a proper assessment of people, it's gonna take you out, and you won't be able to fulfill the will of God for your life, because what people do will jack you up. Just because you're an apostle, just because you're a pastor, preacher, a first lady, a pastor's wife, blase, you're still human. These people are still human. They still got issues. They still got stuff that they got to work out of their life. God's just trusting them enough to be able to give out pieces of themselves to help others. But they still got issues. Some pastors are still bitter. Some are angry. Some are angry at their wives. Some are angry at their husbands. Some are angry at their children. Some are angry at being molested and being raped. And they haven't healed from these wounds. They haven't healed from these places of hurt and pain. So we hold these people up to such high standards, but we haven't realized that these people are still human. And I'm going to just be real. I love my daddy. I love my daddy to death. I do. But sometimes he gets on my nerves. And it's some things that he do. I be like, listen. I'm like, God, you need to help me with this one. But one thing I know, and two things for sure, that he ain't got it all together. He don't. Don't put your pastor up there so high that you don't have the compassion to love them from where they are. Because they got stuff they got to fix too. God dealing with them on stuff. God on they back about stuff that they're doing. And the same grace that we want for our lives, we got to have for theirs. So you be that light. Don't get an attitude with your pastor because they done did something you don't like. Don't be cutting your pastor off. I'm going to whoop you if I see it. If I see it, I'm going to whoop you. Don't be cutting your pastor off because they done said something in church or preached a message on you. They preaching on me. Good. Learn from it. Child, when my pastor preach on me, I be like, girl, come through. I take every time he preach on me, I take everything home and I say, now God, this is real, God. If this applies to me, God, I need you to do the work in me. I need you to show me. Because he's saying it, but you might not see it. Now, why am I saying you are? Because a lot of times when we're in these types of situations and we feel like our pastor done preached on us, or they done said something we don't like, or they're doing something we don't like. Well, he's supposed to be a pastor. Well, she's supposed to be a first lady. All of that right there, our mind falls somewhere else because our level of expectation has not been met. Because we want something outside of us to be better than us. God looking for you to be on that same level. God looking for you to be on that same level of love. And what if that pastor needs your love? What if that pastor needs your strength? What if that pastor needs the grace that comes out of your heart? What if that pastor needs your understanding? What if that pastor needs your light? What if that pastor needs your prayer and your intercession? Pastor needs those things too. They need it too. So we cannot jump up and be ready to throw in the towel. But we got to show the love of Christ. We got to love even when it hurts. We got to love even when it don't seem like it's fair. We got to give even when it seems like we're not going to get back. That is true love. Because we as a human being, it is innate in us to want to receive back. But sometimes you got to love and not get nothing back. You got to give and not get nothing back. And sometimes you got to go seasons like that. And then one day God say, boop, you on another level. You in another dimension. You in another realm. Good morning, Brittany. You in another place in God. Why? Because you gave out of yourself the light that was needed for that situation. So I encourage you today, go be the light. Be the love. Be the truth. Amen. Be that one that will shift and change your atmosphere regardless of what you're getting out of it. Amen. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go to work. God bless you all. I pray that you all have a wonderful and a beautiful day. I'm probably going to share on this tomorrow. We'll see what happens. But y'all have a great day from To My Destiny. Mwah. Bye-bye.